Oops, again, I just saw your comment come up there. Actually, I'm glad you made it. I'm just going to drop the level of music down just a bit. That's Emil's composition, Tyrael, which is pretty much exactly the general tone of the thing. It's pretty much what I had in mind. And I don't think I'll even bother doing my pre-stream typed comment, Sean. I'm assuming. Hello, Carl. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Carl. Oh, thanks, Carl, for your comments on the drop videos too. Yeah, no, this is the time I normally stream at, Carl. So I don't know. I don't know where you are. But it is 10 in the morning in Australia. I'll tell you what we're going to do in a moment, and people have a say if they'd like to see something different. There's my timer going off, which I've just alt tab out and exit. Alright, back to the game. 11 hours to New Zealand, okay. Alright. So, alright, no thanks for people drawing 8 PM here. Yeah, that's the yep. Oh, 2 AM in Germany. Alright, Carl, I appreciate it. I think it's Abdul gets up funny hours, and also Ken gets up strange hours to have a look at this, but I do appreciate it. Now, look, I'll tell you what the outline of the morning is for the moment, but again, you can have a say if you'd like to see something a bit different. I am advancing Bludger now. Bludger is currently level 89, and he is about, if you look at the experience bar down there, he's about 70% of the way to the next level. Now, I had a talk with the people on stream on Wednesday night where I did a bit of this. Oh, thanks, Carl, but look, in all fairness, Carl, you do comment regularly on the drop videos, and I do appreciate it. What was I going to say? I had a talk with some of the people on stream, and they were of the opinion, I was a bit undecided about it, but I was wondering, should I respec into the berserker idea at level 89? In fact, I've put away the amulet to use a +2 skills crafted amulet, or should I, let's go over there, should I keep going towards level 92? And the advantage of hitting level 92 is that every level between 89 and 92, the enigma that I'm planning to put on here, and it's the same one that Sigma uses, will gain an extra point in strength. There'd be an extra 3 in magic find, and I'm assuming it'd get rather awkward to level after. Oh, Sean, yeah, I think, Sean, that was, I will delete that in due course, but I'm giving, I think, who was it? Ignaz sent me a comment about it. Yeah, I think it just disconnected and reconnected without me knowing it, so it's put them up as separate streams. It's only 1 second long or something, but I will try and disconnect that, delete that in due course. So, now, if people here have not seen the gear I'm using, or you think I'm happy to do this, I've got to say it, the one thing I have to say for gameplay I don't find all that interesting is running Raxka at Bale. I'll do it eventually, just when I can't think of anything else to do. I'll quickly now, if Sean and Carl, if you haven't seen the gear, I'm happy to show it to you. What I'm using, this is just for leveling. If you've seen it, don't worry commenting, because I'll get there in due course. So I've put up on the side scroll, it should take 15 runs at Bale to get from... Thank you, Carl. What was I going to say? It's going to take 15 runs to get to level 90. We are 70.3, and I'll show you the spreadsheet I've got. Laying of hands, Sean. Look, Sean or Carl, since you're making comments, would you like me to show you the gear? I'm not. You may have seen it, but say so if you'd like to see the gear. We have full gold, and the reason why we want full gold is to repair that superior chains of armour. And when we get to Lister's Wave, okay, Carl, I still remember you as a person who comments on my drop videos. The reason why we're carrying full gold, transferred across from another character, by the way. Sigma hunts for gold. Oh, okay, I'll show you. Right. So I'll show you the gear. My one and only Schaefer's hammer. My one and only Stormlash Scourge. Not a good roll for damage, but still better in my opinion than running Twin Baroness Stars, which I was doing. I'm not certain what's the... I think this is my best Ariat's face. 6% lifesteal, 186 defense. That Chains of Honour. Okay, well, I'll quickly go through it then, Sean. That Chains of Honour, that's from Raxka, and we'll go back to Raxka if we run out of gold to repair it, which is quite likely. Laying of Hands, Ravenfrost, that Dual Leech Ring, which I'm grateful for, Gore Riders, and somebody called Jason suggested I use High Lords instead of the Crescent Moon. That was a good suggestion. That seems to have speeded things up a bit. And one charm for masteries. I could arguably add more. Well, I'll say it, Carl, that I was very lucky that Schaefer's hammer dropped from a regular monster in one of the Worldstone Keep levels. Yeah, I put it this way, Sean. I've got 3 rails there. In fact, Bludger found 2 of them himself. But it's easy to hunt for gold, particularly with Sigma. And and I'd prefer to keep the rel runes for caster amulets, though at least you've got a guaranteed effect with the rel runes. But I've only repaired it with a rel rune once. But you'll see the problem when we get to Bale's Waves. Okay, let's make a start. Oh, and on switch, Naja's Puzzler for no better reason than the teleport. So it's only a short jump across here. Oh, where are we going? Oh, hang on. I want teleport. Try that. Okay, here we go, folks. Now, okay, yeah, I got a Stone of Jordan, Carl. Oh, no, you've done well. Yeah, Nightmare's a better level to get it on the way to Bale. Hang on, let me concentrate here. This can turn very nasty. Oh, we've got demons. Let's do that. Right, we're going to stop and have a go at this lot. We've got nothing but demons. And it's a unique group. So this is actually a pretty easy roll for this character. And by the way, the mercenary is carrying a Reaper's Toll, a Vampire Gaze, and a near-perfect Ethereal Duriel Shell, 199, and maximum 200. I could upgrade that to a great halberd. Hello, Emil. I hope if you tuned in early enough, you heard your music on the stream. Oi, oi, we want frenzy, not berserk. We could just about. This is such a friendly roll, people. Even the minions are we're going to at least stop and kill everything on the way here. Drops in D2. Yeah, no, Nightmare is the place, Carl, to get... Nightmare and Tyrael is the most likely place to get a Stone of Jordan. I'll tell you what we might do, people. This is such a friendly roll here. We might come back and clear this out in a higher player setting. Now, have we dropped any... No, haven't dropped any durability off the Chains of Honour. Now, look, this is not magic fine stuff, people. This is me, Serpents we can handle. And Deathlords aren't too bad. I like to clear it out up to Bale. Oh, that's a unique too. I have got the occasional... I got a better Reaper's Toll for Razan the Mercenary. And I dropped a Mavina armour yesterday. That wasn't a super drop, but not bad. Thank you, Emil. No, look, the tone of the thing is exactly what I had in mind. I like to clear this lot out. Geez, okay, people, we've got a fairly friendly roll here. If I knew I was going to set such a friendly roll, I would have upped this to players 3. When you get undead class monsters that the problems arise. Oh, no, I mean, I said, you remember I said far more use to me than money. Right, he's done. Now, so we back now. By all means, people, if you think this is certainly not magic find orientated, now we go for Nature's Peace. And I have to say, the best suggestion I've had was to use High Lords. That seems to have speeded things up quite. It was from Jason. He only came on the stream on Wednesday. That was his idea, and it seems to have worked remarkably well. It does seem to speed things up quite a bit. Now we'll do this at least once or twice. And if people don't think this is oh, hang on, wrong tactic. If people don't think this is particularly entertaining, then we will do something else. And by the way, the stat points on this character are all over the place. I've got way too much strength and not enough dexterity, but at one stage this character... Oh, hello, Jason! By geez, I'm trying to get your surname right, but that suggestion of High Lords, it's a little bit more hazardous, but very much the right... That worked really well. That worked really well. We can always change back to Crescent Moon if we're in mortal danger. Here's the way that... I'm not using the ghoul hides anymore either. Oh, that silly business of... I'm glad I've got the point and taunt. The trouble is the mercenary kills things before Bludger does. Careful here, that'll do. This is the awkward way. I just can't... I was running this wave in Players 1. Okay. Thank you. I've had that suggestion before, Carl. Thanks, Emil. Oh, let's do that. I think they're cold enchanted. Now I'll show you the difference, people. What we'll do at least. No, it is cold enchanted. Alright, no way around that. But I'll show you how much experience you get for one run. We'll do this at least a couple of times and then see what people think of doing this and whether we should do something else. Nearly there. Right. Oh, flawless emerald we will have. Well, there's a vortex shield too. Oh, now I should change gear here too. Now we put on the Ravenfrost. We're still carrying enough life steal to, you know, bump up the life. No, the mercenary's getting the worst of it there. Let's do that. Oh no, I missed it. I think I've used up a number of potions. Yeah, I have two. Alright. We may go and get some potions off other characters or something. Okay. We will make... If you want to do this about... It's going to take people about 4, I reckon, on the 5th run. Jeez, I've used up too many... Oh, I've got enough of them. I reckon people... I've got so... I reckon I can go and get another... between games, we may go get another couple of charms, I think. Oh, we've missed one. Right. Oh, hello, Boney6 from Malaysia. Thank you. We're trying to level a barbarian here, Boney6, and the assumption that eventually I can create a pit berserker. Now, if the stream thinks this is a bit dull, we will do something more magic find orientated. And I'm hoping today, by the way, that I can go an extra 30 minutes on the afternoon stream. And the reason being that the weather's warmed up a bit here and I don't have to spend some time in the middle of the day going for a walk to warm up my freezing cold feet. But that holy freeze ore on the mercenary, geez, that works well in this particular character. Now notice the durability is now 20 and we're about to face Lister's pack. So I'm just looking at Carl's comment. Yep, okay. Oh, we need battle orders. Geez, a bit lazy.
I can't carry anymore.
We might have a look at that vortex shield just to see if it's got any useful... This can get tricky. I want them right down here. Right down here. So I'm out of the way of Bale's Decrepify. And I've got to see what Lister's got on him too. Let's come down here. Just got to be careful here. Still carrying a lot of lifesteal, but it said using High Lords. Yes, Emil, it's going to happen at level 92, the way things are going here. Oh, we seem to be surviving fairly comfortably here. The thing is, how many hits does... Oh, here's no, Lister's nothing nasty. Like, I've seen Lister generate stone skin and immune to physical, and it takes a lot of knocking down at that stage. Oh, yeah, there we go. So that's the danger of using High Lords, as opposed to the Crescent Moon. But given that there are 4 classes, 4 waves rather, of demon class monsters. Oh, we've only lost 1 point of durability. We've done spectacularly well. Right. This takes a bit of time, but I think it's worth it. Oh, we're well off for potions. I tell you what, folks, let's make... I think we can afford to... Since I've got so much mana and lifesteal, I reckon I can afford to invest in some more charms. I just want to run back there. Right. Where is he? Oh, up and down the spot, eh? But this is where the High Lords is just... Where is he? Down here. This is where the High Lords is priceless. Yeah, I've got my own ideas, Emil, on what gear I'm going to use. I've got Ravenfrost on. Always like a point in leap attack. The other thing that's a big help is that Decrepify goes off from the mercenary. Where's he got to? He's lost interest again, has he? And the other thing is just attack the appendages, because that's instant replenishing of the mana pretty much. Not going to worry about it here. And he's down. Geez, we only lost 3 points of durability. That's good. Now, I'll do one thing, people, here, and that I'll show you how much it's advanced. Right, so I'm just going to. There's nothing. I can't. I've got full gold. I can't even sell it if I wanted to. What we will do. Geez, we could go back. Let's go back to town. Let's at least top up on scrolls of town portal anyway. I still think that this is the best way to level, but I'll show you what we've got a pretty good roll. Let's see what the experience is. So it ends 485. Now the point is, has Gomiel caught up? So if I go Bludger now, stats, see it ends 129, so it hasn't caught up yet. I think Diablo 2 does some sort of... Oh, yes, thank you, Carl. No, thanks for coming in. Thanks for calling. Thanks for calling in. So I think Diablo 2 does some sort of automatic... thanks once again, Carl. Does some sort of auto-save. So I tell you, the trouble is we've got a pretty good roll on some of those monsters. Let me get a pen, people. There's a way around this. Just let me get a pen. Just going to go back into the game. I'm going to write down the experience. Right, so we have 1588, 189, 485. Right. I'm just going to swap to LibreOffice here. I hope that'll show up. I hope I've got the keys right, and I have. So I'm going to just type that in by hand. You can copy and paste it from Gomiel. 1588 189 485. So we went from 70.3 to 77.4. So we gained 7.1. That means it's going to take... Can you people see that? Or if it's gone blank here? Sorry, let that catch up. I think it may have gone blank because I've got the... Try that. Sorry, people, that's my fault. Hang on. I want to see this come up. Right, now that looks a bit better. So, we went from 70.3 to 77.4 in that single run. So that means it's going to take about another 3 or 4 runs to hit level 90. Now here's the decision, people. Do you want to? Would you like me to keep going with Bludger? Because there's still some chance of a drop from Bale. or would you like me to do something more magic find orientated? I'm inclined to run what I was going to do is run Bludger until the durability on the Chains of Honour wore out, then transfer it to Raxka and run cows to get enough gold to repair the armour. That was the original plan. But if you'd like to see something more magic find orientated, by all means do so. So I'm just going to swap here to Go Mule. I'm going to have a look at the charms I've got. Keep going. Thank you, Jason. I'm going to have a look at charms for barbarians, with which I have a huge number. Combat skills, I can't even remember what these things going. War cries, masteries, plus 22 a life. Let's go back to the game, people. I can't remember what these things do. So I'm only playing with one charm. I can certainly carry more. Combat masteries is the weapon natural resistance. Combat skills. What if we get one for combat masteries, one for combat skills? I think we'll do.
Forgive me.
Oh, sorry. Hang on. Let me do that. You're going to see Go Mule. I'm using the number pad, people, for I'm using the number pad, and if I'm in the game, I get the calls from the characters. I don't know if you can hear them or not. Wow, level 90. I don't think I'm going to go for level 94, Jason, but yeah, 92 I think will about do. So that's an opinion. Emil, if you're there, do you still continue leveling once you've got the berserker configuration? Let's have some extra charms here. What did I say? One to masteries and one to combat skills. There's one with 25 life. Let's have a look at the other barbarian charm character too. Oh, not that one. Oh, hardly anything here. War cries, masteries, cold damage. Okay. When did I start this character? Rickard, I actually probably started this character because originally this character started with the Immortal King set. And why I then put points into Double Swing and Frenzy, I have no idea. I have no idea what I was doing with that. But nevertheless, since I've got points in Double Swing and Frenzy, and he's a Mace Barbarian, but I would have started this character, it would have been before the year 2010. Because he was at level 83 before I started advancing him. He's got one respec left. Yeah. Where is it? Act 1. So it's Act... he's got a respec left. Yeah, I haven't used it. He's got one respec left. So, yeah, I don't know, it was many years ago. You'd be looking 2007, 2008, something like that, whenever I completed an Immortal King set. However, let's get some charms. What we're going to do, one for masteries and another one for combat skills, I think. Yes. Yep, that's something else I could do, Jason, is I do have, Jason, I'll show you. I've got here is Amazement. Amazement also uses the Immortal King set. In fact, I found enough bits to get yet another one. I've now got about 10. I forget exactly how many Immortal King sets I've got now. I think it's either 9 or 10. But I wondered, okay, perhaps I could make him into a Whirlwind Barb. I don't know what weapon I'd use. Right, here we go. We're going to get another couple of charms. One to combat skills, one to masteries. Combat skills and life sounds good. Oh, there's 20. Let's get a masteries one. 22 to life. 4 to 10 fire damage. Let's have a quick look here. Cold damage. Let's have the one with cold damage. Now, oh, muscle spasms. Okay. For the sake of the argument, okay, Emil. Yes, no. Okay. Just to fill in those holes there, let's put in some magic fine small charms. Now, all these ones over here are 7s that Shock-a-Lot uses, but she doesn't need them all. If we got anything else better than just straight... Let's have a look at these 6s. What? 5 and lightning damage. 4 cold resist. Lightning resist. Something with some damage would be nice, even if it's only 6%. $30 to defense. Nothing particularly spectacular here. Alright, let's just get some plain... If I've got anything with beyond plain 7s. Something with any form of cold damage. I've already got a cold damage. 4 to defense. Let's fire resist 3. No, let's just get a couple of plain magic fine ones. Right, so magic fine is now 39. Okay. Alright. Attack rating, yes. Now they're on Raxka, Emil. You're right, that's a good point. But all the best ones I've got there are already on Raxka. That's a fair point. That's a good point. However, alright. Now the vote list, Jason's opinion anyway, was that, oh, have I calculated the expected MF on full? Oh, Javisa, sorry, I missed your comment there. My apologies. Do I have any max damage attack rating? I don't think so, Jason. I'll have a quick look though. I kept something like that. There's 119 to attack rating, 30 to life. I think that's about the closest thing I've kept. Because I don't usually play... 119 to attack rating, 30 to life. Is that worth using? Where is it? Charm skill A. No, there's nothing. What's that? Oh, there's 9 to maximum damage, 76 to attack rating. Yeah. Plus 9 to maximum damage, 76. Yes, I've no Emil, but I have nothing that good. I have nothing that good. You're right, because it's certainly true that... so there's 119 to attack rating, 30 to life. So there's another couple. Let's bring in Bludger here. Do we have room to carry all these charms? I tell you what we'll do. Right, let's give both of these a run. We've got that much life and mana steel. Let's do that. And let's bring in that one. So there's 9 to maximum damage. Not a great one, okay. And that one there, 119 to attack rating, 30 to life. Let's give both of those. Yes, I've tried Jason Demon Limb. Now, I tried, remember, the Twin Baroness Stars. They've each got 200 bonus to attack rating. But I have to say, I don't find it as effective as the Schaefer's and the Stormlash. Just doesn't quite do the damage. But let's put another couple of magic fine small charms to fill up the gap. Couple more there, and that will give us, let's save that, 53 magic fine. Remember, I got those wonderful fines with Raxka off Pindleskin, running 53, running about 50 magic fine. Yep, yeah, that Emil, the name Bludger for a barb, that originally comes from being a mace barbarian. Let's go back to the game, folks. I think we're ready to go again here. We'll have a look and see what difference those charms make to the attack rating. Is the best thing we can do here. So let's have a look. 12,932, 12,442, 11,674. Geez, it's pushing. Have a look at that again. Oh, that's over 1,000 on the whichever one it is. I assume that's the, yeah, that's the Schaefer's. Okay. All right, let's give that a try. Oh, yes, you're right, Jason. Yeah. Okay, let's keep going as we are. Let's do this one. Weapon switch. Where are we? Why doesn't that stick on the teleport? That'll lost a charge there. Alright, here we go. So 2,500 life. Can you show the current? I'll show it to you. Just let me. I did show it. I'll just do it here, Emil. Schaefer's hammer. Ariet's face, the best one I have. Full life steal, 186 defense. Chains of Honor, borrowed from Raxka. Stormlash Scourge, one and only of each. High Lords, that was Jason's suggestion. That was probably the best suggestion I've had. Gore Riders. That Jewel Leech crafted ring. My best string of ears. Full damage reduction, full life steal, close to perfect defense. A Ravenfrost. Laying of Hands. And 1, 2, 3. Got those 5 charms. And we're now up over 50 magic find. And the mercenary is carrying Reaper's Toll. Cannot get an ethereal one. Vampire Gaze, my best one for lifesteal, and an ethereal Duriel Shell, which I should really bump up to a great halberd when I look at that, because 199 enhanced and 199% enhanced defense. Okay, here we go. Now this run through here can be actually a bit on the dodgy side. Yeah, see now we've got all undead class. Oh. Jeez, I've hit the wrong button there. Geez, leap attack's handy. So now we've got virtually all undead class. And, oh. Let's just go back and get healed there. So that was a poor roll in that area. Hello, Spangly. We're still trying to level Bludger here, Spangly. We've just brought in some charms to bump up the attack rating. Let's see how we go. Oh, dolls. That's mercenary work. Oh, there's the full rejuvenation potion back anyway. Jeez, they hit hard.
I can't carry anymore.
Right, so we're up. Let's just do that, given we've got dolls around. Right. What else? Okay, so we've got souls. Okay, folks, right. Well, no, there's just no way around it. We'll just have to go Thunder God Ziggy here. Oh, dolls as well. Oh, cursed as well. Okay. Oh, there's a scourge, people. Oh, dear me. A scourge. We want Thunder God's Vigour here, and we've been cursed.
Salutations.
Yep, thank you, Emil. Yep. Remember, there'll be another one, in 2 or 3, 3 streams on Saturday, but thanks for calling in, Emil. Alright, here we go, folks. We've got souls, we've got dolls. We have Nature's Peace in the stash. Right, here we go. Okay, this is not a great roll. I still find Taunt a useful skill, though. Oh, that was a minion from the... If we keep doing this all morning, folks, we'll very nearly get the next level. In fact, we need Nature's Peace on now. Oh, come on. Small charm we'll have a look at. Right, now, I'm going to do this, folks. Sometimes this works. It's certainly a nuisance when you're playing Necromancer.
Good afternoon.
We want those corpses to go. Oh, 10% fire resist charm we're hanging on to. That will be handy. Oh, by the way, those 2 charms there, they're both level 99. Drop by Bale. We want String of Ears. Let's stick with Thunder Gods in case some of those souls come back to life. Oh, ooh, out here. We want players 8. No, we don't want those souls coming back to life, but we're going to have to risk it. Oh, hang on. That's twice I've forgotten the correct tactics for here. Now, okay, we have to watch those souls. Okay, we're going to go over here and risk the Decrepify. So the line of sight is not back to the souls. Oh yeah, there's a doll got up. No way around it. I think we've got the dolls down. The souls have come back to life, have they? Yes, they have. Alright.
Hello.
Alright, bad roll. Oh, we've got Thunder Gods on. And I did say why. Right.
I need mana.
What's that soul? Oh, come on. Just can't get to the mazes. Right, here we go.
I can't.
Thank goodness for that. Right, that's always the toughest one. So let's have a look at our attack rating now. 85 spent. Okay, we'll see what happens when we get to Bale.
Good afternoon.
16 scrolls, we're right.
I am overburdened.
Oh, was that bramble mitts? We'll have a look at those. We may get something wonderful for Raxka, we may not. Fanaticism, right. And mana burn. Yeah, no, mercenaries down, right. Just get them out of the range of the fanaticism. Oh. Got to be Barhook himself here. Oh, battle orders. Geez, where was that?
Afternoon.
Right, geez, that was nasty. Let's have a look at those gloves. No. Actually, oh, surely they're going to be full gold though. Surely they'll be full
How
gold.
may I be of help?
So much lifesteal, I'm getting lazy about putting up battle orders. Now we're coming up towards 11 o'clock, people, but I intend to go a bit... intend to go a bit longer, probably this afternoon. Sort of time that was reasonable. is Ventar, okay, it's into him. The Holy Freeze, I didn't choose it that way, but the Holy Freeze is against it, particularly against Lister's wave coming up, and the Decrepified, just makes things a lot easier. Just get down here a bit. I reckon that Hyperion will sell for full gold. So I'm interested in oh, we're on the lookout too, as I said in the stream notes. We're on the lookout for a 2-socket Hyperion. So I want to make the rune word rhyme in that. Oh, extra fast. Right down here for that. Now sometimes you usually split the pack. Come here. Often split the pack if they're extra fast. Maybe even done that. Oh, another thing I didn't do is look at the armour durability, but it often drops a lot against Lister's wave. And why have I got Nature's Peace on? Now we want Ravenfrost. Here we go. Is that Lister? Yeah. Okay. Still another one. Where is it? Hello, Matt C. It's going pretty well, Matt. The general opinion of the stream, I am trying to, Matt, establish this character, Bludger the Barbarian, as a berserker, but I want to get him to level 92. So today, what's our attack rating? Okay, we are getting towards level 90, and we are running Bale and minions in players 8 and going down to players 3, as we just done for Bale himself. Surely we've got a super mana potion. Yeah, we have. So yeah, so it's not I'll do some magic for now. Let's have a look at our durability. Yeah, now there we go. I think we've lost 5 or 6 points of durability just tackling. I've had that comment, Matt, about the name Bludger. Yes, he was originally a mace barbarian. Well, he still is a mace barbarian. He's going to become either a sword or an axe barbarian when we get to the berserker stage. We did go into players 3, we did. We're gaining, Matt, about 7% of the gap between the levels every run we do. So if we just keep doing this, we'll have another level up by lunchtime, and then if we do happen to get that, I wouldn't mind doing one run from 90 to 91. Yes, Matt, I'll show you the gear. Yep. Because once we're done with Bale, it's certainly the best. It's not ideal because there's way too much strength on this character and not enough dexterity. She's actually gone down pretty quick this run. Oh, I got an essence. Now, the essence people I'm going to ignore because I've got a vast imbalance. Okay, Matt, here's the gear. Laying of hands gloves. I did try the ghoul hide heavy braces for damage against undead on Bale's second wave, but, well, it's no vast advantage using them. My one and only Schaefer's hammer. Very lucky to get that. An item I only got, the last item I got to go down to only 2 items. 2 items left to go. A Stormlash Scourge, not a good one for damage, but it's the only one I have. It does have maximum lightning absorb. Ariat's Face Slayer Guard with an attack speed dual in it. At least full lifesteal, and it's good damage, 186. Chains of Honour armour, they're from another character, and we will transfer that armour back to Raxka the Lightning Javazon when the durability drops down. Gore Rider Boots. That Dual Leech Ring, which I crafted goodness knows when, but there it is. My best string of ears for damage reduction, more lifesteal. Raven Frost for attack rating, cannot be frozen. And I've left the stream suggestion, Jason Deshar suggested on Wednesday's stream I use that for the amulet instead of Crescent Moon, and that was a really good idea. Some masteries, charms, combat skills 1 and 2 attack rating charms, not great but the best I have, and then some magic find small charms to block out the space. The mercenary, a Reaper's Toll, a good one but I cannot get an ethereal one. Vampire Gaze with maximum lifesteal, not great for damage reduction, and an ethereal Duriel Shell. So it's not too bad. Yes, it is a nice ring. I do in fact, Matt, have an 11% lifesteal ring, but it has nothing else much besides that, so I tend to use that one, and I've got 8, 16, 22, 32% lifesteal, and enough mana steel. Yeah, I've only got mana steel there, but I was using Crescent Moon, and that gives another 15 mana steel. So we'll do this, people. We'll save and exit the game, and I'll show you where we're up to. I'm just going to go into Gomiel here. And if I go Bludger, I must sell that. And the text within Gomiel is copyable. So I'm selecting Control C. I'm going to go to, yeah, so we've gone 77.7 up to 84.4. So there we went about 6, bit under 7%. So I reckon another 3 runs we will hit level 90. Now, the stream seemed to be happy to watch me keep doing that. Yep, Matt, it's all I had. Yep, all I had. I did try. I'll show you what's in the stash, Matt. I do have Twin Baroness Stars, and I thought they would be a decent enough weapon, particularly the bonus to attack rating. But I have to say this seems to work the best. Alright, let's try again. Players 1. Oh, and on Switch, Matt, I have Narja's Puzzler just for the teleport. Because as you'll see here, it's only a very short trip across the next level. Now this can turn very nasty, just getting between the levels, particularly as we get lots of undead. Wow, that's a crowd. I've got to keep my mind on the job here. Pooh. I think we're going to go back and get healed. I think we're going to go back and get healed. Right. Style points. Oh, thank you, Matt. Yep. All right. I said there's only one I've got of each. Oh, definitely. See, if I knew I was going to get an easy roll in this level here in the throne room, Oh, he got souls, alright. So, the traditional method, Matt, of dealing with souls, Thunder God's Vigour. If I knew I was going to get an easy level in the throne room, that's probably, yeah, it's a unique. There's usually a unique there. Oh, a pole rune. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's good going. Not an outstanding rune, but I think certainly the best one I've found with this character. Okay, pole rune it is. Right, we have to taunt all these ones down.
I need mana.
I think we've attracted the unique. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's a bonus. So, I realise that oh, we didn't sell that hyperion, and we didn't sell. Oh, folks, right now I'll show you we're going to repair the armour, people, after this run. And that's the problem, is that armour. I think we may even go to the Rail runes here. We're going to go to nature. I've got nature's piece in the cube, Matt, just for, well, rest in peace stuff. I don't fancy them getting up. I'm going to go to players 8. We're going to go to players 8 once we've cleared out the throne room. Oh, we've done well there. Grief, death. Yep. I haven't got grief and death. I think both ladder rune words. Which this is unmodified single player. And I've never found where'd he go? Over there. I've never found a Zod rune. And if I did find a Zod rune, ooh, that was nasty. What's going on? Oh. There's the lifesteal coming in, cheers. Yeah, it was a good throne room. Right, okay, here's the wave that causes the problems though. Yeah, we see now we haven't got any corpses trouble is the mercenary kills them before I can, before Bludger can. Once I've got some of the mages down, I start attracting down the mummies. Right. sure the lifesteal's going to kick in here. Enough, yeah. Oh, I've still got Thunder God's Vigour on. I don't need it. Right. I guess if I get back to what I was saying before I get... Oh, that's getting a bit close. If I ever found a Zod rune, I'm a bit puzzled. I think my first choice would be to... probably make an ethereal Breath of the Dying. Sorry, make Breath of the Dying in an ethereal giant thresher, which I've got. I've got a 6-socket ethereal giant thresher. And I've got a 6-socket ethereal war pipe. But the other alternative would make Breath of the Dying in the berserker axe. And I've got an unsocketed ethereal berserker axe. So just be a matter... Oh, where's that mage? Right, well, it's always that way that causes the problem. Right, here we go. Right. Now we even get a full rejuvenation potion. Mana boon again, is it? Yep. Okay, at least Barkett's down. I'd be genuinely intrigued to know, people. I know Krugger's 13 doesn't play with ladder rune words. I'd be genuinely intrigued to know if it was just me who does that. If I'm the only one. Keys were well off. Yeah, well, I said, unless I get to... something I should at least try, Matt, is ladder rune words, I suppose. The one that I would like to have a go at on ladder rune words is Fortitude. These are mana boon as well, are they? They are too. Fortitude, if I could put Fortitude on my the mercenary for Sigma, my level 8 98 necromancer with the extra 300% damage, I keep on thinking dropping that first corpse for corpse explosion would just be very much easier. Though he does have chains of honour as it stands. Let's have a look at that wand.
Impossible.
Oh, I've still haven't sold that hyperion, have I? Let's go down here. Let's do that. Right. No, that's true. I play Sorceress without Spirit. I think I'll be playing Agni Astri this afternoon, Matt. I can still get to 100. I'm still running 110 fast cast. Oh, mana burn again.
I am overburdened.
Extra strong, I've got to watch here. Lidless wall, no, it is to get to the 110. I've actually got lidless wall on Raxka the Jabazon for the +1 to skills when casting battle. I'll tell you roughly, Agniastra has Wizard Spike for 50, Arachnid Mesh for another 20, a 10% fast cast ring. What's the other bit of gear she's got? I'll show it to you between games, Matt. I can't remember. Definitely, oh, still more of them. Splendor. I've got the funny feeling Splendor may be a ladder rune word as well. Where's the other? There's got to be another one. There he is. That's it. What on earth has Agniastra got on? Oh, Mage Fists. So it goes 50 on the Wizard Spike, 20 on Mage Fist, 20 on Arachnid Mesh is 90. And then, yeah, I've got a 10% fast cast amulet and a 10% fast cast ring. Let's go back and get healed here. Splendor's 1.10.
Good afternoon.
But is it ladder though? Non-ladder. Okay, I'll have a look. I don't remember seeing anything about Splendor. Oh, players 3. We will get into strife. But I hope to run Agniastra. Whoops. I hope to run Agniastra this afternoon, but just in the lower TC85 areas. What have I got on here? Splendor. I have to have a look at that, Matt. Splendor. Oh, Ravenfrost. So I'm happy with that. Yes, I will do that. Well, at least we've got a small measure of magic find. The Bard is level 89, and I think by the end of the morning, James, he may be at level 90. I wasn't going to do this on stream, but people wanted to, at least one person, Jason, said he wanted to keep going with levelling the Bard. Now, I'm certainly happy to sit here and talk to you people, because it's relatively mechanical. Oh, there we go. Perhaps that extra 50 magic find. There's Verdungo's Hardy Cord anyway. What do we get for that one? That's a damage reduction thing. Hit recovery... No, I'd prefer String of Ears for the lifesteal, I think. Damage reduced by 15%. That's close to maximum, isn't it? War Javelin... Wrist sword. Let's just drop that there for the moment. We're going to repair this armour in a moment. I've been told to identify Assassin Claws. Perfect. It is a... Thank you, Matt. Right, well, hang on to that. I was going to use... at one stage, I was going to use Verdungo's Hearty Cord on Agniastra when she was levelling for the damage reduction, but we'll hang on to that one. Grim Wand I think will sell well. Right, let's go back. I should have sold that before. Right, I think what we'll do here, people, is I'll have one more run.
Good evening.
I'll have one more run, then take a break.
Yes?
If people are happy to converse and look at this... Oh, we're not selling that one. That's the one we're hanging on to. Let's do... Yep. Let's do that. Yeah, 35,000 for that. Ah, okay, right. Let's go repair this armour. Let's go... I don't care what the gold... well, I might care what... 404,000. We're going to repair it with gold, people. And we'll save our rel runes for caster amulets. And let's have that shield for gold.
Impossible.
Alright, so perhaps 50 magic finds gives you some incentive to keep playing. Right. Now, what else can I sell? We're going to keep that. Nature's Peace we want for general use. Let's tidy this up a bit. And the pole rune. I think we can just get rid of all these mana potions. We're not using them, and I think we've got sufficient mana steel just to carry a couple, just to carry the ones in the belt. Do that for some reserves. I don't think we're using Baroness Star all that much, and we're not using Crescent Moon all that much either. Alright. So let's see where we are up to. Okay, let's go into so we are 91.2% of the way to level 90. Let's start another run. And I think we're going to get there. We should get there in 2 runs. And then we'll definitely, if we're still going and people still want to see this, we will definitely have a go at 90 to 91 and see. Let's jump in that gap. Geez, leap attacks actually. They're extra fast. Geez. Whoa. What's going on there? Wow. I missed my potions keys there.
Good afternoon.
Whoa. Oh, we're still in Players 3 too, I reckon. I use Players 3 all the time, except I can't guarantee how nasty the monsters will be. Oh, here we go, dolls and Horizons, okay. Alright, we're going to put on Nature's Peace rather early. Yeah, it did hurt. Yeah, no, I went into Act 4 at, who was it, Jorm's suggestion. And got the character killed because I did all the undead class monsters in the Chaos Sanctuary. Just forgot there's no leech. Well, that's a unique group of dolls. I think the mercenary can have those. Where's the unique? Is that the unique? Yeah. Right. Full rejuvenation potion. Now, True, it's about okay. So that, yes, you're right, James. It is a bad roll, but I think the last game was worse though. Oh. Oh, come on! Don't do that. Always like a point and taunt. I don't play Barbarian very much, but I always like taunt. I'll have to think about it again when I get to the... where are they? Yeah, here they come. Oh, jeez, they hit hard. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, didn't quite clean up all the corpses. Think we can risk it? Sorry, we did put on players 8. Gee, that. Yeah, well, this run, people, then I'll definitely have a break. Oh, might. Okay, all the way down here, please. We'll be happy to do without the mercenary here. That, by the way, is one of my suggested changes to Diablo 2, if I ever get around to making that video. Is I would allow people to play without the, park the mercenary somewhere. Oh, where is it? I think we've actually dispensed with the mages reasonably well. Oh, a Talrune. Not as good as a pole, but... Oh, mage. We haven't done too bad. Oh, there it is. Right. Oh, another mage. Right. Right. Hooey. Oh, a grave wand.
I am overburdened. No! No!
Mana burn. Okay, I think virtually every wave, like sacred armour. Not a unique one, people, if anybody's just listening, just a plain white one, but even so. Oh, the sacred armor and diamond mail. They're both 35,000 gold. Oh, and I've also put some points in to find item 2, which we should use. Oh, Ravenfrost. Try that. Right. Geez, that Holy Freeze and the Decrepify and the Reaper's Toll. Geez, he's knocked down Bender on his own.
I can't carry anymore.
I don't know what. Sorry, I'm just doing that to amuse myself. The mercenary is using James. Reaper's Toll, a good one, but I've never found an ethereal one. So 236.14 is close to maximum. It's 240.15. Vampire Gaze with not much, actually rather poor. I think that's bottom damage reduction, and an ethereal dual shell, which I could make him more of a tank by upgrading that to a hauberk, a great hauberk. Now, if we've got extra fast, the trick is to split the pack. Oop. Yep. Let's find a better place to fly it from. When I get this character to level 92, I've wondered about using an Act 5 Barbarian Mercenary. Yeah, this is going to work well, people, in terms of timing for a break. That wasn't all of them, yeah. Now, don't know what I'm going to get. Okay, I'll have to get used to it if I'm going to do berserker business. Oh, there's still another one. Where is it? At least one more. There he goes. And another one. There's a place where you can look up the number of minions each super unique has. Right, that's the end of them. No corpses? Right, okay. Let's do this. Let's get... oh, flawless diamond. Let's have a look at that grave one for skills. Might sell well. We're going to actually make a couple of trips here. Let's have a look at that sacred armour. 527 is not actually all that great, surely. Right. Let's do that.
Salutations.
And I've dropped one durability point. Ah, that's a fair point. Yeah, I've only really put points into it, James, as a joke at the current configuration, because I've got the Narja's Puzzler on Switch. But actually, it's a fair idea, just to make things. I only did it just to make things a bit more interesting. Let's have a look around. in a moment. Just if there's anything else we can get for gold, because I've given I've done the repairs with gold transferred from another character. Oh, an unearthed wand, and we get skills. Anything else? Going to skill, flawless sapphire. Highland blade's probably worth full gold as well. Do I have room? I do. Let's sell this stuff. Yeah, actually, James, yep, true. I've got Blades of Alibaba ready to go. I've got them. I've got Blades of Alibaba ready to go. Oh, I'm disappointed with that. Now, Necromancer wands, both with skills. Ah, nope, neither of them full gold. Okay. Let's do that and that. Right, people, we're going to try and get through Bale, and then it'll be time for me to have a short break. That's yeah, maximum damage Verdungos. I don't know what the defense is. I reckon the maximum vitality is 40. We'll have a look a bit later. And a Polaroon's a nice drop. Not complaining about a Polaroon. Right, we've got the Ravenfrost on. Right. Yeah, I do have a double-isted James Blade of Alibaba. That Sigma uses that on Switch, and I'm not certain I'm going to do that this afternoon. I may run Agniastra for more clearing speed. I did go to Players 3, thank goodness for that. Oh, geez, he's down halfway already. Now that's the effect of that High Lord's Wrath amulet. It's a little bit more dangerous because I haven't got the lifesteal, but well worth the trouble. So that was Jason Deshar's suggestion. That was a really good one. Like gauntlets or Arathas. Don't think there's anything much worth even selling there for gold. Yeah, Bale's meant to drop 6 items, isn't he? Okay. Let's have a quick look at our progress, but we've got to be awfully close now. Go Mule. Yeah, 98.1 people. So next run we should hit level 90. And then we should do a run from 90 to 91 and calculate... Oh, James Todd, right. Oh, that's the... rune word, sorry, the rune word you said before. Oh, stats for Dungos, thank you. Okay, well let's quickly go back into the game and see the one we've got. Thank you for that. Right, so we have... Okay, always 10%, we've got... Oh, 96% defense is pretty ordinary. 38 to vitality is good. Replenish life 10 to 13. We got 12. damage reduction 10 to 15. 109. So, yeah, put it this way, were it not for the defense, that would actually be a really good one. It's still probably worth hanging on to. But thanks for looking that up, James. Yeah. Alright, people. A bit longer than I intended. We should definitely hit... oh, let's do that. Yeah, we're in a new game. And my typing's as bad as ever. Let's say people... Oh, didn't get my own name right. No. Okay, it's just coming up to 25 to 12. Let's say no more than 15 minutes. That'll take us up to 11:50. And then we will definitely, assume we go as well again. Oh, sorry people, that's pretty ordinary. Let's let that write itself. My apologies. Right, thank you. Okay people, I will be back in about no more than 50 minutes. We should certainly hit level 90. And if we hit level 90, we'll do the same thing and do the sort of spreadsheet calculation and see how long it will take to get to level 91. So I'll see you in about 15 minutes, people. Thank you. I'm sorry, people. I don't think that last bit I think I may have muted the microphone too early. I'll see people no later than 11:50. We'll go to hopefully level 90 and then recalculate for level 90-91, and I'll see you then. Okay. Let's just go. I just want to check and see the microphone is back in action, which it is. Right. Alright, sometime during this run, people, we should hit level 90. We must have a look at that Splendor rune word too. I seriously cannot remember whether that's ladder or not. Oh, serpents. That's a unique one too. Alright, have a go at that. Now there's another unique circle. Amanda Boone again. And that's Haragun. Let's have that experience trying just to get rid of the curse. Right. Oh, we can't teleport across there, can we? Surely. Have I been doing it the hard way all along? Oh, we can too. Oh, hang on, hang on. Oh no, I've just come back where I started. Now that's absent-minded. Right, alright. Alright. Two. No, that's absent-minded. Right, here we go. Right. Now I remember where... Jeez, we'll give that lot a miss. Right. Oh, that's fanaticism and cursed, right? There's two groups of uniques there, and one of them's got fanaticism. Oh, get away. Ah, yeah, mercenary's gone.
Yes?
Good afternoon.
Oh, he's immune to physical. And he would be barring the Decrepify curse. Bit of a joke with 50 magic fine, but let's give it a try. Where's that fanaticism? There. Actually, this is a fairly friendly roll so far. Nothing but demon classes. Okay, yeah, friendly roll. Champions, yeah. Where's that? Yeah, the champion here. I have to get used to this. I tell you, we're almost going to hit the next level just running around here. It'd be nice if we did, because then I could do the calculation without starting another game. Let's see, I've never bothered to flesh out the map. It's a fairly easy roll of monsters. Got to be awfully close.
I can't carry anymore.
Flawless ruby. There's something I've got with find item. Hello, James. Just fleshing out the map here, James. Thanks for your comments on the videos too. This is the barbarian I intend to eventually respec as a berserker, but he's got to get to level 92. We're just, well, I would like him to be at level 92. And I've just read there's a possibility I can possibly hit the next level. I've got a few points in fine item as a joke, really. Oh, there's a rare war club. And I've realised there's a possibility of hitting the next level before I actually tackle Bale's pack. I wouldn't mind doing that. Just can't think of a better place to go play. If we clean out the lot, Because the previous level, we're awfully close. What do we got here? 161, 1617, 695, 962. Right, let's Alt Tab out and we'll put that into the spreadsheet. One six 17 695 962 in 99.4. I don't think that's enough to keep. I think we'll have to do it. We're going to have to do this in the same game. So I hope you're seeing that. Oh, there we go. Just come up there. Right. Let's go back to the game, I think. Now we're going to hit level 90. Oh, no, it's just a bit 0.6 of 1% in other areas, in my opinion. Just a bit too far to go. Alright, let's see what we're getting here. We're going to hit that. We're going to hit that with about the first wave of Bale's minions. I wouldn't mind having a clean run so I could do the calculation for all of them. Come here. Alright. That is what has befallen us. So I think what's happening going to here, James, is that we will probably go this way till lunch and see how far we get towards level 91. Oh, I've still got Nature's Peace on. Doing the fine item. Thank you, James. Yeah. I was a bit some people are happy to look at this because they're more than likely playing the game themselves. Here's the wave that causes the trouble. All the undead mages. Trouble is the mercenary kills them before my character does. And they keep getting resurrected as a consequence. There's the level. There's the level. Unfortunately, Alright, now slowly getting the tactics. Oh, thank you, James. Yep. Don't run Travancarl as a regular fact. I rarely. Thank you, James. I don't run Travancarl regularly, but about the only time I run the one area over and over is Pendleskin. But I'll be bringing Agniastra, I think, this afternoon. Oh, that's Akmal himself, right, okay. I'll probably run Sigma at the start of the afternoon and clear out the Worldstone Keep levels. And then change to Agni Astra for the easier ones and repeat that. I'm badly unbalanced. I've got about, it must push 20 essences where I have them from Tyrael and Bale, but not from Mephisto.
I am overburdened.
Geez, you are too. But not from Mephisto and Diablo. So I'd like to have a go at them. Just for that, if nothing else. Right now, I've remembered to put on Nature's Peace. And we even got the first movement on the experience bar. Oh, and the new skill, people, we will just put it into double swing for a bit more damage. And the stat points can go into dexterity. Right. We will remember we're going to respec this character as a pit berserker once we hit level 92. I'm glad I've got that pointing taunt though. Bit annoyed I didn't get okay, it just didn't work out the right. It's another full rejuvenation potion. We might pick them up, although I'm not really needing them. There's 3 there. And we're on the lookout for a 2-socket hyperion and a berserker axe. Oh, I should be using 35% chance of finding. Ooh. There's Mr. himself. He's extra strong though. We've just started the level. We can take. Ooh. Wow. Perhaps we shouldn't be taking a risk like that. Geez, not for battle orders, that would have been a death. Alright. Oh, fair go. Oh, Mercy's having trouble, is he? Yeah, because I've got the hang of that feeding the potion of the mercenary. Reasonably good now. Oh, again. I've got plenty of them. And again, I'm only doing this because there's about 3 of them lying on the ground. Where is he? Wow. Yeah, 4 full okay, but I know there's. I'll have a look at that maiden javelin in a moment too. I've got the raven right. Where are those full rejuvenation potions? One there, one up there, and there's a third one. Where is it? There's definitely 3 of them. I can see it on the ground. There. Right. Let's have a look at that maiden javelin for Raxka's sake. Oh, come on. Oh, 230s. I've already got good. I've already got better, people. I know that, so I can leave those go. Durability 19 of 22. Let's pick up the scrolls of identify. Let's have a quick go with find item.
I can't carry anymore.
Okay.
I can't carry anymore.
Let's do that. We can afford that. Players 3. Alright, we're going to keep doing this until the break, people, which will be about between 1 and 1:15. There's a superior crystal sword. 8% enhanced damage. I've got to make up my mind as to whether I respec this character as an axe barbarian or a sword barbarian when we do the respec. But we'll discuss that. First thing is to get to level 92. We are on players 3, thank goodness. Oh. Wow. Well, he's just lost about a third of his life in a couple of hits. Jeez, that's that High Lord's Wrath amulet. Definitely players 3. Now, I'll tell you about that, James, in a moment. Yeah. What I'm thinking of doing, let me knock down Bale here, and I'll show you what I have in mind, because I'd be interested in the stream's contribution. We've got the Bull Rider's crushing blow kicking in on those first few. I'll mention, James, I do have a 274 enhanced damaged Death Cleaver Berserker axe, but I'm wondering... Alright, James, if you're there. Now, here's what I'm thinking about doing. So I'll just wait for the howling to die down. Right, here's what I'm thinking about doing. A silence rune word as the main weapon. The old rune word silence. Now, if you make that in, you get 20% attack speed, 75 all resist, plus 2 to all skills. Helm, something like a Harlequin Crest Shako, but I've got to look up attack speed breakpoints. Amulet, I've got a plus 2 to skills, 32 Magic Find Barbarian Amulet. For the shield, that's why I'm on the lookout for a... Oh, thank you, Sean. For the shield, this is why I wanted 2-socket Hyperion to make the rune word rhyme, because that would give a very big blocking percentage, plus cannot be frozen Magic Find. Boots, probably War Travelers. I haven't got any really good ones, but I've got some 40s I think he can use. Armour will be Enigma. Rings, just Nagel rings. For the belt, Gold Rat for another 10% attack speed. Another Nagel ring. And the gloves, I've got some 40% Magic Find chain gloves I can double up. to Vambrace. Sigma has one such pair already. That would give... Now, if I do this, if I have a silence rune word there, and Rhymoz the shield, that would give me 100 all resists, 1 point in natural resistance would give me +9, because I'd have +2 on the weapon, +2 on the Enigma, +2 on the Harlequin Crest, and +2 on the amulet. I'd have something like 150 all resists without putting sort of any real resistance, without putting any additional resistance gear on. So that's what I have in mind, but what I've got to do is look up. So it would mean a Vex rune. So I've got to decide, do I want the additional damage of something like a Berserker Axe, or the additional attack speed of something like a Phase Blade, or even a War Spike. A War Spike you can get in 6 sockets. It's an attack speed up on a Berserker Axe, but has less damage. So I would like people's opinion on that in the future. But that's where I'd like to start, and perhaps later on move to Blade of Ali Baba with 2 ists on the offhand. Right, anyhow, let's go back. Now this time when we do a run, so we've made some small distance towards level 91 already. So let's do that again, but this time we're going to record the experience before and after. Unless we've got that teleport up ready to go anyway. Oh, and we need to be on players 1 to start with. Base is a tough one with silence, yes. But I've got it written down in the book next to me here, what the attack speed breakpoints are for Berserk. So that 20%, let's go back to town, I'll tell you a bit more about it. That 20% attack speed that's on silence would get down to 10 frames per attack. Geez, that's looking pretty good actually for a Phase Blade. James, here's what it would be, right? The silence comes with 20% attack speed. That'd get you down to 10 frames per attack. To get to 9 frames per attack, I need 42 attack speed, and I could do that with the gold wrap pushing it to 30, and an attack speed dual in the Shaco to get it to 35. That sounds pretty attractive. If I go with the Berserker Axe, the 20 on silence will get you to 13 frames per attack, but just adding the gold wrap would get you to 30, and that would drop it to 12 frames per attack. The way I'm looking at it here, and the War Spike with attack speed of 30, you can get down to 11 frames per attack. But I'm thinking here, 9 frames per attack is as fast as it gets for a Phase Blade. Anyhow, they're the possibilities. Yes, sure, it'd be nice to have Ali Baba was a faster weapon, but there we go. But again, I haven't seen anybody use silence for ages, and I'm always on the lookout to do something a bit different. How many charges on the teleport we got? Let's do that. 64, right. We can only repair that too. Oh, let's get on to the normal weapons. We've got the normal gear on. Yep, here we go. Oh, we've got the players 1. Right, and this time we note the experience before... Oh, souls. Put in level... No, level 2's right for souls. We're just going to jump past them, I think. That's a champion group, but I can't be bothered with undead. In fact, this is a bit idiotic. I should have gone and got Thunder God's Vigour already. Oh, I'll come back where I started. That's twice I've done that. No wonder. Well, that serves me right for not paying full attention, right. That was idiotic. I didn't go through the door for the next level. Most people use it in bows. I suppose it'd be fair enough too. Well, there's a phase blade. No, I've already got... In fact, I've got a 6-socket, I think 9% enhanced damage phase blade, so I don't need another one. Let's concentrate on what we're doing here, shall we? Why won't that key binding stick? It doesn't matter. Right, let's do what we should have done before and do that. Right. Half asleep doing things like, oh, fanaticism. But they are demons. No. It's the undead that's got the fanaticism. I'm not going to be... can't be bothered risking that. Definitely players 1, right. We want to clear as much as we can so we're not killing additional... So we're not killing... That's a multi-shot you need. I want to clear as many of the other monsters so we don't get...
I can't carry anymore.
Oh, those are souls. Alright. So we don't get... we don't kill them when we don't need to. I don't want to interfere with the calculation. Right.
Salutations.
Where was it? Oh, I want my number back on... how do you do that? That's it. No, is it control? Alright people, how do we get that number back? I've done this before by accident, if I can see the... Shift I thought, oh shift! I wasn't even hitting the right key. There it is. Right. I'm starting to show some measure of fatigue here. People, it's not even the middle of the day. Well, just past the middle of the day. Yeah, thank you, the Ramsey. Yes, I've got it now. Yeah, I've got it. I'd like to see the number there. Okay, meaning of what? Unique key. In fact, we should now... Okay. You people can... I'm assuming that when you use find item, you get your own magic find counts, and the class of the... and the type of monster counts as to whether it's unique or whatever. I've only think I've got 1 point in find item, just as a joke. Time for nature's peace.
Not enough mana.
Actually, I should leave those monsters close to the throne room. Yeah, because Bale cleans them up. Alright, now, let me back out here. We're going to make a note. I'm going to make a note of the experience. Right, I'm going to make a note of the experience before we do this. 1625 022022 is easy to remember. We've made some distance already. Thunder God's Vigor we don't need on. We found a rather good Verdungos, if anybody's just joined in. I wonder if you use fine item, does that stop the corpse being raised too, is the other thing I wondered about. Oh, he's teleported over there, is he? Right, take on the rest of them. Oh, Master's not doing too well for change. I think he's going to survive. Let's try that. I've still got nature's peace. No, I need nature's peace, I'm right. Right. Let's go down here. Now we want to go to Ravenfrost. That can go on the belt. Okay, Roseanne's up a level. Oh, there's a Hyperion. How many sockets? Oh, 3. And near perfect defense too. Alright, Well, it didn't fall our way. But at least I was looking. And there's a small charm. $16. Okay, thank you. Dobrunsky's quoted somebody else in his build who only put find item up to up as high as 15%. But remember, if this worked as I intend it, I'll have plus 8 in skills. But the idea of the berserker is a totally new character for me. Like playing melee characters, pretty much totally new for me. Nah, it's back out of that one slightly. Where is it? Whoops. Listed over there, is he? Yeah, here's where the Crescent Moon Amulet would probably be a bit safer. That's 16, it's 49, yeah, so that's more or less James about the same opinion then, isn't it really? Oh, I've just down missed it, I think. Alright, let's give Roseanne a hand. That means I need 7 points. Right. Now, find item. But I'm intrigued. Your level of magic find matters. But does the monster you kill? I assume it does matter. Otherwise, people wouldn't be running Pindle skin with these characters. Let's have a look at that charm. Not really. Let's go get that Stormlash. Is that a nut? No. Let's get the Stormlash repaired anyway.
Evening.
Let's do everything except the armour. Nearly 200,000, we can probably afford that, but let's keep going. And monster level, alright, thank you, yep, alright.
Good evening.
Okay, now we'll go and reset the spreadsheet once. Geez, I'm annoyed about that Hyperion. 2 sockets is what I wanted. We're hunting for... I think tonight's stream I'll run Raxka at cows to try and get these items. Hyperion. Oh, where'd he go? Down there. Still not hitting him an awful lot. Got Ravenfrost on, right, okay. Don't need to land a lot of hits to keep the mana up. Right. All that for an Ethrune. Bastard Sword is the Black Tongue we don't need. The Gothic Staff may sell well. Okay, now we write down the experience again. One 631671201. Okay, I'm just going to grab a calculator, people. Yes, James, that's exactly what I was thinking about the phase blade. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. And not only that, the strength requirements. Yeah, well, okay. Sorry, the boost in strength from the Enigma should enable me to equip a Hyperion quite neatly. But we'll have it again. I'll talk to the stream about that when we get there. Just let me get a calculator.
Thank you.
Now I'm just working out here the amount of experience we got gained by doing that. Alright, let's exit that game. And let's go. Let's Alt Tab out. And let's look up the figures we need here. Right, so we are going to go to Ariat Summit website. Basics, experience, and it is there. Whoops, no it's not. Here. So we're at level 90. So I want that figure there. Whoa, I want the one in front of it. And that's also, and even copies in without the comma once I change to the spreadsheet. Oh, it used to oh, what's gone on there? Well. Now that's so new, that's never happened before. Let's do that again. That's better. Goodness knows what happened there. Okay, let's put up one of these 24, haven't we? Let's put that up to level 24. Let's put it, in fact we can go to we'll go to LibreOffice here. We can put it in the center. That should hopefully maximize your view a bit in a few seconds. I'm just waiting for that to come through. Sorry, I'm just waiting for that. There we go. Right, so something a bit funny. I don't know, we've got that black square there. Alright, now so that's... Oh. Right. The number pad I've also got as the hotkeys for OBS, and I shouldn't be doing that. Right. So that's now level 90. And this one here is now the 90 to 91 gap. Right, so that's what we want. I'm just going to go back to the and I'm just copying and pasting the amount of experience to get to level 91. That's 24. We want that in the center. I don't know why that black square's appeared. Right, so just going to go to Gomeel here temporarily, people. And I'm just going to copy the experience, swap back to LibreOffice, and paste it in. Now I don't think that looks right, people. Don't tell me we've got 9% of the experience in one go. Oh, no, we haven't. No. Right. We are 9% of the way because what we did in the last game. Right, here we go. So the gap is 14607. I'm just doing this on a piece of paper with a calculator, people. So the gap is 14607 to 446. I'm going to divide that by the experience we just gained, which was 6649 179. All right, so what that means is that we need to, goodness knows where that black square's come from, we need to do that 22 times to hit level 91. Roundabout. All right, now, okay, well, that was the first one to 22. Let me save the spreadsheet here. Let me type something into that. Goodness knows what's that, where that's gone. Format the cells. Background. No fill. Okay, right. Oh, right. Okay, at least we've managed to goodness knows how that happened. Right. Do that. Okay. Right, we are on our way. So I reckon, people, I've got time for one more game. Let's see how we go. We'll trial that again. But we'll definitely do some magic fine stuff this afternoon. It's 10 stat points. Let's leave 1 point. Let's go another point in double swing. It seems to be working what we're doing. Let's put another 5 into vitality, into dexterity. So I've got skill points here that are useless. Berserk. Combat masteries, they're all handy. War cries. Didn't put anything in battle command, but things like battle cry, doesn't matter. We'll get there in the end, I think. So find item at the moment is level 6, and that's a 35% chance. I should say, I do like the Krugger's argument. And I like this as a way of stating it, that if you have 50% in find item, that in effect increases the number of runs you've done by 50%. So I thought that was a really good way of expressing it. teleport. Map. Right. Players 1, we're away. Haven't done that absent-minded trick. All Death Lords. Unique Death Lords. Well. There's a number of them, right. Let's go over here for that one. I like the idea of taking on a unique group, but they're mana burn too. I think that's a bit nasty. If we don't get too bad oh, we've got a good roll. Oh, we're going to go backwards from that lot, people. We've got all demons, but there's about 3 or 4 unique groups there. The trouble is we're being cursed. We're going to have a go at all those, I think. Just for the variety, I think. And then we'll see if we can complete Bale. Oh, come on. Now you can't taunt those things, can you? No. Geez, some good unique groups there, but hideously dangerous ones. There's another unique group. Yeah, that's mana burn. Oh, immune to physical, there's a problem. Okay, what can we do? We're going to get there once the Decrepify's gone off. This may take us after the specified break time, but I'm going to put up with this for... I see another fall. Right, that one's down. Just for variety, we'll do this, people.
Not enough mana.
That's mana burn as well, is it? Extra strong. Alright, let's try our find item here. Oh, whole bunch of stuff. Okay, there's another unique back here too. This may not be good experience, people, but I'm going to stick with it. Where were they? Oh, there's another one. There's the unique Defiler. Two-room, flawless... Ruby. Oh, we didn't sell that gothic staff either. Oh, we got three flawless... Hello, Retro Mandric. Just coming up to the break here, Retro Mandric, but We're going to have one more run at Bale. We've just hit level 90, and there's a very nasty group of unique Death Lords, which I'm trying to take on with experience. And then mana burn as well. And then we're going to have a go at Bale, and it'll be time for a break. I've just worked out Retromandric. We're going to need to do this, or run Bale, 22 times to hit level... I've got to be careful here, now it's down. Oh, a doll room. We got a poll earlier today. I've got to do this 22 times to hit level 91, which I think is doable. That may take a few days. This sort of half build I've got here. Let's have that doll room. Okay. We have got past them all. There are 3 or 4... Oh, Vambraces I want.
Impossible.
Oh. Let's sell that Gothic staff. No, I think we'll collect enough mana potions, people. Let's grab those Vambraces. We want those for crafting for Raxka. In fact, let's get the mana potions on the way back. One thing at a time.
Good day.
Yes, 10 to 1, people. I think if, yeah, well, I'll have the break after this run at Bale. So I got a pole rune this morning, Retromandric. Let's do it that way. 14 of 22, right.
Afternoon.
That settles the issue. Yeah, 300,000. We cannot keep up the repairs playing as a melee character, so these have to go back to Raxka. What I'll probably do is run Sigma to collect gold to repair this armour. So I think running at Bale Hill will be a nice time to stop for a break, and I'll probably have a shorter break today because I reckon the weather's good enough here. Yes, yep, I've got 3 of them there, and he's found a couple himself, but I don't mind collecting the gold given that the way I play, all my characters seem to finish up over full with gold anyway. I'd prefer to save the Rels if I could for caster amulets. I have repaired it once with a Rel rune. Definitely on players 1, in we go. Ah, come here. Alright, friendly roll so far inside here. Taunt isn't necessary, is it really? They're going to attack anyway. Seen the 3rd monster, have I? Oh, the Dark Lords, okay, alright. Right. So here we go, Retro Man. We've got to do this. Now we want Nature's Peace on. We've got to do this 22 times to get to level 91, and then we will recalculate. I think this will be a good stop for lunch. Where is he? It's the next wave that's difficult with this character. Oh, come on. Right. Here's where I don't want the mercenary. I just don't want them so Bludger can go and hit with the Nature's Peace ring on the mages. Come on. Do that. Right. Yep. I've got Ravenfrost for cannot be frozen, but I want Nature's Peace on so the mages don't keep being revived. I swapped the Ravenfrost at the end of this wave. That's the way it works. No, we're not doing too badly. Just looking at the clock there. These are cold enchanted anyway. Yeah, they are. Alright, no way around it. Do I do LK runs? Actually, LK lower caressed. Yes, I do, but I do them, James, when basically I can't think of anything better. I've been doing them for months, and you would have seen the results in the monthly drop videos. I got my first ever Burroon out of lower caressed last month. So yes, I do run lower caress, but rarely on stream. Right, now this is going to work well, people. I was planning to finish between 1 and 1:15 this morning and go a bit later this afternoon. Bartek should drag the rest of them down here. I'm wondering if that second wave I should put on both Nature's Peace and the Ravenfrost, but then I've got no mana steal. Against the mages, you can't get steal anyway. Okay, rare ancient axe. Oh, 2 double axes. Well, it's going to be a fairly neat finish, people. I'm going to try and have crib an extra 30 minutes today, because the weather's sort of good enough. for me to not need too much of a break, just to warm up my frozen feet. Right, I heard a gem drop, flawless ruby. Fourth one of the day. We'll have a look at find item in a moment. Oh, actually, let's do it now. Let's come back here, please. Let's see what we're up against. No, it's going to be a pretty neat finish. He's holding his own up really well. Come here. Oh. Right. Just for the experience of doing it. Oh, down nearly half. Right, okay. Okay, let's see if we can get past Bale. See where we are for experience, and then time for a break, I think. Oh, hang on. We want leap attack, don't we? Try that. Where'd he go? Over there. Where's the mercenary? Where is he? Oh, the mercenary went invisible. I don't know if that happens to anybody else, where the mercenary goes invisible for a while. Yeah, he's still invisible. Right. Silver edged axe, I think, will sell for 4 gold, but that's about it. Let's have a look at the amulet.
greetings.
How much crushing blow do I have? I have crushing blow. Is there some on the Stormlash? 33% crushing blow on the Stormlash and another 15 on the Gore Riders. So 48's decent.
How may I be of help?
I'm getting to the stage I don't think I need these potions anymore. I was collecting them like mad, but I think I can start doing what I do with other characters and sell them off when I get too many. I think the only mana steel I'm carrying at the moment is that 4% there. That seems to be adequate. I'm still carrying quite substantial life steal though, even though I've dropped the Crescent Moon. What have I got? 6 and 8 is 14. 14 and 8 is 22. 32 life steal, yeah, and 4 mana steal. Okay. Alright, let's have a quick look and see where we are. So that was the first run of, again, the 22 I think we now need to do. So I'm going to copy that there. Yeah, so that's 50. So we gained 5.4% experience there, but mind you, we did take on those uniques. I hope that's showing up. Yes. Okay, so we are 14.4. That's about neatly 1/7 of the way to the next level. So what I'll do here, people, it's 1:05. I'll take a break of about 30. Oh, again, I'll certainly resume by 2 in the afternoon, but I think it's time for the Saturday afternoon stroll with Sigma through the Worldstone Keep levels, and we will try and collect enough gold to repair Bludger's armour. In fact, let's just have a look and see how much space we've got on Sigma. Should we give him 865 and the durability is down to 12. Let's just see what space Sigma, how much gold Sigma has at the moment. 970,000. Right. We'll do it this way, people. Let's take that Chains of Honour off. Bludger, give it to Sigma. Right, let's go into the game. And let's go and repair that Chains of Honour. And then
What do you need?
now, so it's going to cost what? 340,000. No, Sigma can afford it. Drax, yeah, probably not James, because I remember I'm already carrying about 32% lifesteal. But mind you, I might try them actually, James, against that undead group, because I think the propagation of life tap might be very handy. But in general, I prefer the laying of hands because of the attack speed and the damage to demons. But it's a fair idea, though. In fact, I tell you what, James, I'll give Drax a try. I've got them. Okay, so we've now still nothing left. So Sigma's very wealthy. Easy to be wealthy when you're playing Necromancer and you're carrying 200 gold. That's a perfect 280 gold, and there may be other stuff around there. I've no idea. All right, let's exit out of the game. So that's how I do it, people. Let's go back to Go Mule. So Sigma can come back. Sigma can come back in, and give Bludger the fully repaired Chains of Honour. Now, I've got to find somewhere to... I'll do the housekeeping some other day, some other time. So let's just go back to the game here, people. I'm just going to have a look at the tablet. Ah, yes, you're right, Retromandric. You are right. All right, people. Any final I'd say I'll take a break of... I'd say be back on no later than 1:45. Right, I'll try and crib an extra few minutes today. Any final comments before I shut down the morning stream? Oh, I've got to update all this stuff too. But I think we'll have our Saturday afternoon stroll with Sigma and not play with little chance. Okay, thank you, Retromanding, and just go through the Worldstone Keep levels slowly, clear everything, and then swap to Agni Astra for the easier, Act 1, 2 and 3. All right, James and Retromandric, I will see you all in about 35 minutes. Thanks once again.